Hey Cancer, this is Where Are You? I'm doing a little bit of a cleanse with my sage because the last reading was really bad. I feel like somebody needs to come to Jesus party. But yeah, Gemini wasn't doing too good. Detectives and stuff. Alright, just blessing you. I become more spiritual as I've been doing meditation and yoga. So, like, I'm saging everything between readings to make sure everything goes all right. But with your reading, I'm kind of making it kind of a thing to make sure everything goes all right for you. Gemini was here getting, like, uptight and all this shit, and having detectives and FBI following them around and stuff like that. So hopefully your reading's a little bit better. Alright, so I'm going to start off with things in a jar. And we'll see. Let's see how many times I can do. Alright, alright, I feel like that's satisfactory. Alright, so we have the pink one. We have names. So we have Carrie, Barbara, Robin, Lillian, Lily, Martha, Ellen, Ella, Georgie, Heidi, or Hattie. We have Roman, Katie, Kayla, Elise, Alexa, Alex, Harley, Grace, Sandra, Holly, Molly, and Serena. We have Naughty Thoughts. Okay. We have Free, Go On, Let Go, Loving You, like loving yourself. It's kind of like a divine, like caster type of reading. Okay, so Joker. We have glasses here with the actual lens on them, so you might have a prescription. We have mums, chrysanthemums, so there might be a funeral. We have ghosted. We have diamond. We have restriction. We have a bush. We have a woman carrying a burden. You might have the Gemini. Gemini was carrying a lot of things. So waiting. We have a lily here. I think that's one of those, like, ones that look like a calla lily. We have time's running out. We have artist, mull stick. I think it's like a instrument. And then we have a candle. I had to light a candle before I started, so here's your candle. It's one of my favorite ones. It's a black one. So I had to light a candle for you. I'm gonna blow it out probably after I get the cards so I can read without watching the candle. But yeah. I'm gonna put this away. Try to remember every one of those things. I feel like you might be coming to a realization about people around you, where you want to be. Maybe there's some things that need to change in your life that are not working for you anymore, or there could be somebody that is lying to you that you just now found out about, which, you know, I always hate when that happens to good people. You know, they find out that, like, their best friend's a cunt or something. That's a pain in the ass. Anyway, alright. I'm gonna take this one. Alright, we have I made you dinner. So this could be a person that you're dealing with. It could be somebody you want to be with. It could be like a cue, or it could be something else in general. But the main thing is that you know that this is the card number 5. Alright, card number 5. I don't know, I have like a short stats, I guess. Okay, so I'm just going to move everything a little back there. Okay, so Let's see what our backyard blessing cards have to do. It's always interesting what pops out of this deck for some reason or another. It's like something you need or something that needs to be told to you. Okay, so I made you shine your light. This is why I did these two card decks together. I made you shine your light. So you may feel you are just an ordinary being, but when you shine your light, you glow with joyful experience, exuberance, for all the world to see. Be extraordinary, lightning bug. Well, that's nice. It's probably why we got the candle. Candle. Alright, I had to blow that out because I don't want my house burning down. Anyway, so these are channel messages that I did when it was a raining day. I have stacks of these. I will get back to doing tarot readings probably at the middle of the year, but for right now, I'm just going to do my oracle readings because I haven't taken my oracle cards off the shelf in a while. They needed to be dusted off. Literally, I was wiping them down for certain readings and the new year. So, we'll get to it. Alright, so we have a death regardless of relationship. You're going to be there. We have restlessness and illness, burnout, forced rest, stress time, spent away from others, feeling antisocial, a strife or logic, liquid courage. I feel like you might actually start drinking because this person left. It's like passed on or left you like just, with nothing. And then we have reconnecting with ex, reliving happy memories, healing after a breakup, old flames, shared memories, fun, reminiscing together, soulmates, long-term friendships. We have love, family, and relationship. Staking claims. You could be staking claims on somebody you actually like. Might be an ex. It might be somebody from the former, like you went to school with, or college, or whatever. Or you work together, which is interesting. And then we have putting work into love. Friendship turns into romance, togetherness, anniversary socializing, working on a relationship, long-term relationship, finance and health. And we also have panic attacks. So I feel like you might kind of like be overthinking something. Like, believe you me, if you're dating somebody, it's not that deep. Unless it's like you're trying to impress somebody, then it is that deep. And you might have a problem on your hands. Not to give you anxiety, but you might have problems on your hands because you're not exactly sure what would impress this person and what you can do to like be like generally number one in their eyes, like is a problem because reading people can be hard sometimes, especially if you're, like me and you can't be read by other people too well. Get mixed signals, give off those mixed signals of yours. I do that a lot. Anyway, so we have progress you do not welcome. We have emotional baggage. Change you did not ask for. Unresolved issues. Results you do not appreciate. And resisting transition. So we have no strife, no logic, resolving issues. Could be resolving issues with an ex, your living situation, moving, just travel delays in general. So it could be all these things. Alright, we have lack of seriousness, an inability to commit, creating conflict, a person who cannot process or progress towards a particular goal. We have lack of direction, a messenger with bad intentions. We have procrastination. We have no work and business, and we have craving attention, or crying for attention. It could be either or, because you are a Cancer and you are a water sign. You're more emotional than the other water signs, though, so you might be doing that because you're going through a tough time. Usually Cancers cry when they're going through a tough time. Pisces, they get quiet, and Scorpios need to battle something or make a fight over something, which isn't always a bad idea. It's just like sometimes it's uncalled for, but it's funny. And let's see, we have a domineering female, need to control, selfishness, bossiness, jealousy, love of money, power, status, insecurities, greed. No work, no business. It's a surprise. So you think somebody's one way and then in person they're another way, which could be a problem. Not saying she's a gold digger, but she ain't messing with the broke. I'm kind of that way, but I have a second house in Cancer and Leo because I'm on the half in all my houses, not just my second house. So it's mostly ruled by creativity and money, nurturing and creativity. So my second house is interesting, but I feel like that Tamatoa crab thing off of Moana, shiny. But I feel like that all the time. Like, I love making money. I love giving money to people. I love just having money. Like, it's not like I'm a gold digger. Libra's second house is a gold digger. Pisces in second house kind of like lose their money, which I don't understand that. That's weird. And then Aquarians think that money is not a problem, which is interesting for an air sign. But yeah, all signs have a little bit of a quirk about them, where like how they react to like lifestyles and business is the same way that they handle their money. Like if they're shy in business, they probably have like investments. Like it's a very shy way to do it. You have investments, you don't talk about it. If you're like you have bank accounts, you're more, you know, verbal, stuff like that. So it depends of who you are as far as money's concerned and where your second house is. I think the ones that are the biggest boasters are the ones that are either Aries, Leo, Sag in second house, or Taurus. Taurus always like looks like they have a lot more money than they do, because like they give out that persona in the second house. But they'll become millionaires. Don't you worry. They'll probably become millionaires as soon as they find out what business is and what money is. But that's their type of thing. So we have a few miscellaneous messages that could help you or might kind of be a weird scenario gift, which is, everything. You could be working with children. You might be a teacher. You might be kind of one of those influencers that cater to children, which I find is weird for, people that don't have kids themselves to be catering to children's content. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird. It's very weird. And then we have minor irritation. So you might constantly be thinking about things that are kind of like I do. Like like how it's weird to cater to children on the internet. It's weird. Or the fact that you might have a little bit of an inkling that somebody's up to no good. Um, there's also a lot of like underlying like mystery things in your personal life that's kind of becoming into question, like who you're like involved with or who you're seeing. There could be a lot of like different energies around you at this moment. You're gonna have to cleanse. That's why I had to cleanse you. Cleanse. You might have to do some Reiki too. But Reiki is just you moving your power out and throwing it somewhere else. Like you need to take out your negativity by doing like almost like a massage. Massage can be Reiki too, where you're just taking out energies, but you have to do it in one motion, like the ebb and flow. Like since It's hard to describe. You're going to take out all the energy that's bad through your head, through your crown chakra, and then so it has to go from the toes to the head, which is really interesting. But it's like you're pulling out bad auras that will tighten your ribs, bones, and muscles. And then you're going to have to cleanse from top to bottom, and then you should be fine. But you had to get rid of bad energies and bad vibes. I feel like you're around somebody who's like just not realistic. Um, you can be around people that are kind of like me, that kind of annoyed at people, but you have to have somebody that tells you the truth once in a while. If you're around yes men too long, you become very like stressed out. Like if somebody's like, "Oh, everything's fine," no, the house is on fire and it is flooding. So you need somebody to tell you the truth. Like, you need to get to the fucking life raft. Like, motherfucker, like, now. uh, Build like a raft of dolls and just like. My friend wanted to do that for his YouTube channel. I was like, no, you can't do that. Dolls are creepy enough, and then you're making a raft out of them. Anyway, Cancer, hopefully this helped you out in some way, shape, or form. And the imagery wasn't too bad. And you kind of get what I'm saying. You don't have to like what I'm saying, but you had to get what I'm saying. You had to renew your energy, renew who you can stand and who you can't stand. Usually people that are too common, like bad situations, you need to get rid of. Okay? Other readers will say, oh, you need to get rid of bad energy. No, you need to get rid of lying energy. People that lie to your face and then they do the wrong thing behind your back. Get rid of those people. If they're yes men, get rid of those people. Keep the friends that are kind of Debbie Downers and wet blankets when you're celebrating, because they're going to tell you the truth. Maybe to a point where you don't want it to, but you have to take what they say as with a grain of salt as well. But the people that tell you the truth are always going to tell you the truth. People that are yes men are always going to try to yes you to death until you're like a fool and blind. You could be robbed blind because somebody's like, oh yeah, your bank account's fine, your bank account's great. Those are the people you have to watch out for. And don't allow people to touch your money without your permission. You have to know what's going on with your stuff all the time. Get rid of energies that make it sound like you don't know what you're doing. Get rid of energies that kind of make you feel like you're a third world citizen when you're in your own element. You know what I mean? Like your own house. I was watching Everybody Hates Chris, and there was that episode where like Chris's grandfather passes on his mother's side, and they were having like this weird like demographic where it changed, where the mom wasn't like demanding of everybody to like be functioning individuals, and she became very like introverted, and she wasn't like standing her ground. You have to stand your ground, all right? And that's all I'm going to say. Because once in that show, once that mother stood her ground, her mother respected her better, and her kids and her family respected her better. You have to be who you are in the family. You can't be, just subsiding your own feelings because somebody else tells you to, okay? Or because somebody else is like roosting. If it's your house, your property, your area, your stuff, you have to put your foot down every once in a while or every day, depending on how vocal you want to be about it. But make sure that your voice is heard. Don't be callous and allow people to take advantage of you either. Stuff I learned as an individual. Anyway, Cancer, I will see you in the next reading. Hopefully this helped you out in some way, shape, or form, or it helps with a situation that you've been having with somebody. And you know, you have to make tough choices sometimes, or you have to put your foot down about things sometimes. So use discernment, but also be advised. Okay. Anyway, I will see you in the next reading, alright? Bye now.